my life.
You didn't mean to do that, did you?
No.
The following podcast will contain spoilers from pro wrestling events that have taken place in the past week or so, as well as our predictions here on Pro Wrestling Talk. Hey, it's the Chief. Are you looking at wanting to join a pro wrestling podcast? Well, here's your opportunity. Insidious and I are looking to add a couple more to Highway 34 Connections Pro Wrestling Talk. Just email us at highway34connection@gmail.com. Thank you for watching and listening to Highway 34 Connections podcast. We'll be right back. Coming January 2023, it's an all-new podcast series. The Honest 50, live with your host, the Chief. I, the Chief, will sit down with our guest. I will come up with 25 hard-hitting questions, while the other 25 questions come from you, the fan. The guest will give me their 50 honest answers. You can listen and watch to all this going down live on YouTube and Facebook at Chief Highway 34 and on Twitch at twitch.tv/Highway34Connection and Spotify a week later. The Honest 50 coming this January. Now back to your live broadcast.
Hey everybody, it's Chief along with my boy, the Insidious, with a special pro wrestling talk. We haven't had one in a while. Sorry for that long intro. But let's get into things. We have a lot to discuss. I'm going to start with this one that I don't know if Insidious knows about, because I just found it. It was an article from today. We're getting this article from eWrestling News. There have been a lot of speculation in recent weeks of multiple superstars that are returning to the WWE. One of those WWE rumors is the former WWE superstar and former Impact Wrestling superstar Chelsea Green could be headed back to WWE in the near future. Fuel was added to the fire of those rumors today as Chelsea Green has shut down her OnlyFans account, which she started after she was released from WWE to begin with. So, Chelsea Green shuts down her OnlyFans account. Her husband, Matt Cardona, has been hinting at a WWE return for weeks by posting photos of him being in WWE in the past as Zack Ryder. Could Matt and Chelsea be back to WWE? Yes. Do I think it's a good career move now that Triple H is in charge? If they return as Matt and Chelsea Cardona, then yes, I could see it being a good move. I once told Zach this, it's been years, that I like him, I just don't like the gimmick that Vince gave him as Zack Ryder.
The Ryder gimmick was cool in my opinion. They just didn't use it right.
Yeah.
It had good entrance music, but they never really gave him a fair.
But I like his Always Ready theme that he's been using. And I like his current style.
Over there a lot better.
So I like his current style. So yeah, I think coming back as Matt Cardona would be a lot better.
And I also just see another person who might be making a return. and that is Miro.
Miro.
Yeah, Miro. Yeah, Miro. Says he rejected Tony Khan's idea for an AEW return. Didn't see that coming, but then again, I could, considering his wife is still over in WWE. I didn't see that working long with her still being over there.
They released her shortly after they released him.
I thought she was still there.
Nope, they released Lana.
Because she was still doing the Total Divas, wasn't she?
No, they released her.
Oh, shit.
She went back to modeling and making TikToks. Rich Swann has signed a 2-year wrestling contract extension with Impact Wrestling. Let's see. Here's one that I'm actually curious about. Let this load here. September 9th, 2016, WWE officially announced that they had to come to terms, and they have released Alberto Del Rio from WWE. A month prior to his release, Del Rio was suspended for 30 days for a violation of WWE's wellness policy. The Mexican wrestler had reportedly exercised an opt-out clause from his contract, allowing his departure due to his unhappiness with his position within the company. Fightful Selects reports that WWE is currently not interested in signing Alberto El Patron, despite the fact that former superstars have been brought back underneath the Triple H regime. The report further states that the words in particular from WWE higher-ups about bringing Alberto back to WWE are simply, there's no fucking way.
Well, the thing is with Alberto Del Rio is I don't blame him for that, considering, what was it, not that long ago, he recently was in the middle of a kidnapping thing multiple times. What was it, just one or two women? I can't really remember.
I can't remember. That's one reason why WWE wants back. The other is he was cheating on his wife with a 20-something-year-old.
Well, him and Paige were together when they opened
That's
up that.
That's what I'm talking about. I wasn't going to say her name, but yeah.
They opened up that business together, and then she left him after that kidnapping thing happened.
Yeah.
And that was down in Texas. I'm really shocked that he made it out of Texas.
Alberto himself, I don't like him. Now, his wrestling gimmick and character, oh my god. I was a fan of it in Impact Wrestling.
I didn't care much for him as a person, and I don't care much for him.
Yeah, the person versus of him, not really. Here's a new one. NXT superstar and number one contender for the NXT Championship, Grayson Waller, has openly stated that he wants a WrestleMania match with the guy, Cody Rhodes. Bruh. Hugo, what?
He said, bruh. That's it. He stopped it, bruh.
This what you're wanting? You want this? You want that light to turn blue, don't you?
No. So have we heard anything when Edge is supposed to return at all?
I'm hearing Rumble. I'm also hearing that Cody's been cleared to return at the Rumble, but WWE's wanting him to return at the beginning of January.
Like, did they kill off the feud between him and the Judgment Day?
No, Rhea did the concerto to Beth, remember? So they're both supposed to be returning at some point. Here's one that I've wanted to talk about for years, but I wanted his side of the story. So let me read this. In 2013, former WWE superstar Brian Myers returned to WWE underneath the ring name Kurt Hawkins. His gimmick featured a losing streak, carrying Goldberg's undefeated streak of 173-0. The losing streak storyline began in 2017 and continued until 2019, during which Myers amassed a record of 269 back-to-back losses. At WrestleMania 35, Myers finally ended his losing streak by winning the WWE Raw Tag Team Championships with former WWE superstar Matt Cardona, aka Zack Ryder. On a recent episode of another podcast, Myers revealed the origin of his losing streak in WWE. There was no pitch. So one day I was on the road and I kept getting tweeted this article, some dirt sheet article, that I had lost 100 matches in a row. I'll never forget it. One day at Barclays, this writer comes out of the writer's room and goes, "Today's your day, Hawkins. You're going to beat Heath Slater on Main Event." I said, "I'd rather just keep this losing streak going and see where it goes." It was Vince who said in the meeting, "Let's give Hawkins one in his hometown." I said, "Vince, the only part of the creative," I said, is Vince is the only one part of this creative team that doesn't know about the streak?" They're like, "That's probably a safe bet. Can we at least tell him?" Once it's in his brain, that was it. It was never discussed again. It was just a thing. That's fine. I'm still part of the team. I'm still part of the show. Dude, I never made more money. I had more fun. It was incredible. On April 15th, 2020, both Hawkins and Ryder were released from the WWE contract as part of a budget cut due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Since the release, Brian Myers has returned to Impact Wrestling, and Matt Cardona has made appearances in Impact Wrestling, All Elite Wrestling, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and Pro Wrestling Revolver, and GCW, and where he has held multiple titles within the independent scene, which he had to relinquish all of them due to a arm injury. And Matt Cardona is also a former NWA World's Champion since his release.
He's done more there since when he did with WWE. That's sad.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you watched AEW Dynamite last night, but you know who Swerve Strickland is, right?
Yeah.
So last night, Keith Lee and Rick Ross, the boss, Rick Ross, were both in the ring. Keith Lee walks out, starts cutting a heel promo, and apparently Ross, I didn't catch it, dropped an F-bomb while standing next to Lee.
I know he got attacked. I know that.
Yeah, he got attacked by the one that they were supposed to be building as WWE is supposed to be building the next Brock Lesnar and someone else. Mogul Affiliates is what the group's called now.
Who's supposed to be the next Brock Lesnar?
I can't think of dude's name. Something Bardot. As many people watching this podcast or going to listen to it on Spotify know that one of the most shocking releases in the last couple of months was Mandy Rose. I'm not going to say WWE's in the right. I'm not going to say they're in the wrong. All I'm going to say is I understand that you're a contracted individual within WWE, and their contract does say you got to follow within the regulations, otherwise they can release you. Unfortunately for Amanda, she showed her tatas off on a site, and that's why she got canned.
More than that.
I know it was more than that, but yeah. Well, current Impact Wrestling superstar Deonna Purrazzo is trying to get Mandy to join Impact Wrestling.
Impact does have more leniency, but they also don't pay as well. So that's probably why they have more leniency. So they don't really care about your side hustles. But Then again,
And I'm kind of using this Mandy Rose topic as a segue, and you'll find out here in a minute. So, here's the segue. Current WWE Raw superstar in bed with adult film actresses. A few weeks ago, Matt Riddle was rudely attacked. That was originally because he failed WWE's wellness policy for the second time. Well, apparently he was engaged at one point. Now, apparently he's been cheating on his fiancée with multiple film stars.
ooh,
It looks like he was seeing Jordan Max, and then he got caught kissing Misha Montana. So Matt Riddle is taking the new meaning of get fucked to a whole new level. There's multiple Pro Hall of Famers that are asking for Riddle to be fired. All right, here's what you were asking about the Rated R Hall of Famer. WWE Hall of Famer Edge, aka Adam Copeland, has been up WWE programming since the injury ankle with his wife Beth Phoenix at the 2023 Extreme Rules Premium Live event in October. According to Fightful Select, WWE sources confirmed the Edge is on a contract with limited dates, and the outlet noted the following. One WWE higher-up said that the vignettes this past summer were a way to buy some weeks off of television before Edge's return and give them a little bit more time to build something and to build some important matches throughout the rest of the year, which happened with the Finn and Damian Priest matchups. Edge reportedly signed a 3-year contract in 2020 for 25 appearances and 5 matches per year, although he ended up doing 10 matches in 2021 and 6 matches thus in 2022. At this time, it hasn't been confirmed if the deal will be up anytime soon, but is possibly frozen due to the torn tricep injury that took him out of action for at least 6 months in 2022. It is currently rumored that Edge will be returning for a Hell in a Cell match at the 2023 Royal Rumble Premium Live event against the leader of the Judgment Day, Finn Balor. So does that answer your previous question?
yeah, a little bit. So what else do we have?
Give me a minute. This tablet's being stupid. Have you found anything that you wanted to chat about? Where'd that go? I was trying to read that, you stupid thing.
The other day about Eva Marie returning.
Go ahead.
I liked Eva Marie, but then again, I only liked her because I thought she was sexy. That was really it. That red hair of hers really stuck out between. Better. She was right though. Could you imagine her as a blonde? I mean, like, really? That red hair really made her stick out. Really, it was really hot.
But like I told you, that if WWE rehires Eva Marie, and I know there's a lot of people that are going to look at this or listen to this and go, Chief, you are a dumb son of a bitch. So let me finish with my train of thought. Eva Marie, they used her as a publicity stunt. But what if she's been training this entire time without anybody knowing? And what would happen if she returned to NXT, had some ring time, and then they decided to say, Eva Marie, you're taking Mandy Rose's place and leading Toxic Attraction. Because then you have two women that have to top of their game to help you with your matches and to learn more.
Fair enough. I just wish they would have had somebody train her better than Brian Kendrick. That's all I got.
The names that you were looking for, Swerve Strickland's new faction AEW is called the Mogul Affiliates, which includes former WWE superstar Parker Bordeaux and a wrestler that wasn't identified. The wrestler has been identified as 30-year-old former baseball player Grandin Goatsman. According to Fightful Select, Goatsman has been training for quite some time in preparation for his debut within the company. Sources indicate that Goatsman has been doing some training at Jay Lethal's school. Those that we've spoken to indicated that his debut was planned, but at the very least, a couple of weeks in advance. Multiple former superstars, Hall of Famers, there's other podcasters. They've all mentioned two people that WWE don't need to rehire. One of those names is Eva Marie. The other is current AEW manager Vicky Guerrero.
I'm just looking up something me and Ghost had to comment about the other day.
Oh God, do I dare ask what? Click on this. What the? In a recent interview, WWE superstar and member of the Judgment Day, Rhea Ripley, opened up about fans hating her current gimmick. She said she loves when it's caught on camera, but at a WWE live event, there have been people that have made signs. Most of them are very inappropriate. I'll lash out back at them. At one of the house shows, I have this fan. He was like, Rhea, spit on me. I'm like, what? You want me to do what? Dom was there, and that was another moment for us. Dom, this man just told me to spin on him. He what? You gonna do something about it? Oh my God. You want Rhea to spit on you? That can be taken out of context so much.
funny, man. So the other day,
And don't mind the kids yelling in the background. That's just his kids up in the kitchen.
no, actually, right now they're running through the house, and I figured even with this mic, it would be impossible. With the
Oh, I can hear them now.
Oh yeah, something. But she's yelling at him. So Ghost was trying to say the other day that when in John Cena's era, John Cena buried almost everybody. Would you say that's accurate?
No, there's people that he's put over.
Well, in his earlier years, and I'm like, well, when he first started, he was a heel, but when he came to Raw, the noise was breaking him. I remember when he debuted on Raw, and he was a face when he came in as a U.S. champion, and then he got the WWE title like a few weeks later because he had the spinning U.S. title at that time.
Dude, he was the first draft pick
Yeah, but he had the
as
U.S. title.
WWE champion and went from SmackDown to Raw.
Yeah, I'll double check because I could have swore he was U.S. champion because he had the spinning belt, and
He
then
had
he
the
made the WWE title the spinning belt.
He had the U.S. spinning belt while he was on SmackDown, then won the WWE title, spinning title, brought it over in the draft because he was the first guest on the Chris Jericho highlight reel.
Okay, at WrestleMania March 14th, he was going to do something in the championship. So I knew that. Dang it, the stupid phone. Yeah, because he came out in the middle of Jericho. I remember that. Because didn't Jericho announce him out? The next
Yeah,
draft pick or something like that?
the first draft pick of the lottery. Come on down, yeah.
Yeah, because that's when he debuted his new music.
Yep.
But the crowd remembered who it was instantly. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I was wrong. So yeah, I guess that does happen. So yeah, and he already had the spinning belt. I could have swore he created that. But yeah, I remember that though. But yeah,
So, have you seen anything about Adam Cole? Because that's one I'm trying to find.
no, I haven't seen him that. But let me ask you a question. Would you agree that he buried Wade Barrett?
Who?
Cena.
I thought it was a good match.
Well, he thinks, according to Wade Barrett and Ghost, Cena's the reason that he's not in WWE.
Barrett's a commentator now.
Yeah, but he thinks that Barrett could have went a lot further if Cena would have stayed the way he was.
Yeah.
If Cena would have stayed with the Nexus and went heel, and everybody protected Barrett as they're doing right now with the Bloodline.
kids had the pepperoni or sausage pepperoni.
Hey, Casey.
Bye. I'm just bringing him dinner.
Yeah, I heard.
What you doing?
Wrestling talking.
Yuck. I kind of lost interest in all the wrestling stuff, so.
Okay. Whatever.
Hey, the good people aren't there no more.
Sure they are. You still got Roman.
Wait, what?
What'd you find?
So a while back, Impact Wrestling did like a murder angle with Eric Young in a prison sentence because he left Impact Wrestling. Well, there's two possible ways that he could be returning to WWE. One of those is to reform Sanity with Nikki Cross. The other that I just read that has me a little dumbfounded is that Eric Young could simply be known as Uncle Howdy.
I can see that.
But there's rumors that Uncle Howdy is actually IRS, Bray's father.
I knew that.
Which I think it'd make more sense for Uncle Howdy to be his father unless they're going to bring in IRS later down the road. Because I know the rumors that there's supposed to be a new Fiend, and the new Fiend is supposed to be Bo.
Mm-hmm.
So just believe in the Fiend.
My understanding, they're wanting to do a family thing, and then the fourth one is supposed to be the sister of Bray and Bo, to where they want to have all the family in there and go against the bloodline.
I don't know. I did read earlier today that Alexa is supposed to be joining Bray on SmackDown at some point.
And I know eventually they're going to bring Braun back into the group.
Mm.
As the feud with the bloodline continues, because it's supposed to be with them having Sammy, the bloodline's supposed to start getting the upper hand, and that's when they're going to bring Braun back as the black sheep.
I don't know. From what I'm reading, Royal Rumble, Sammy's supposed to turn on the bloodline. I've read that it's actually been planned out that Sammy's supposed to fight Roman for the title at the Chamber. And then Owens and Zayn are supposed to try to beat the Usos at Mania.
I thought it was funny. Out of everybody in the locker room that Kevin Owens has fought with or teamed up with, why would he call his the one person that he rivaled with the most? That did not make sense to me.
Oh, Cena, yeah.
And
That call, I will say, when I saw my DVR of it, of Cena popping up on the screen, I'm like, what the? I'm like, I thought this was gonna be a year of the no Cena show, and then they're like, surprise, mother effer, he's returning the 30th.
I thought it was funny.
Just so he can say he had a match in every year for the last 20 years.
Actually, it was Kevin Owens that sent him a message.
And And I do have a question for you and anybody listening and watching, and I want to know your thoughts. So tag Highway 34 Connection on social media. John Cena first debuted versus Austin Theory now. Is that a mirror? A mirage?
They were trying to make a prototype. I said that. They're trying to
Exactly. That's exactly what Theory's turning into, is a John Cena.
Trying. But he's too short.
If
Way too small.
if they wanted him to be the new John Cena, they would have had him successfully cash in on Roman.
No, because Cena lost his first one, remember? First time winning it, he lost it. He never successfully cashed
I
it.
never said Theory was going to beat Roman. I just said cash in on Roman. Because y'all know there's no chance in hell, sorry, Austin, of you beating Roman. I still think it's bullshit that they let him cash in on the U.S. Championship when the contract states a world title.
What's going on with Bobby Lashley?
He needed some time off, so they came up with this storyline for him to take time off. So this is eyeglass cleaner, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I got home, it was frozen in my car.
Yeah.
That's why I just grabbed it to see how thawed it is, and it's completely unthawed. Tells you how warm my house is.
Huh.
And I'm freezing.
Yeah. I'm in the basement. My feet are cold.
Yeah, I gotta put plastic on the windows. Is there any other wrestling news that you know of?
Not really. I just had those quick questions.
Oh,
But
Triple H, what's your thoughts on Hunter wanting the Rumble to be up, the men's Rumble to go up to 40?
I think it should go up to 50.
Me too.
That's just me. But I like the 40-man idea. I do. But if you're going to do it, bring back the old era of it. Don't make them eliminate so quick.
Yeah, it took their
It
time.
isn't much of a show. He's in, he's out.
And I went to the Rumble this past year, and it was like, really? Then again, I'll show you what I had to deal with at the Rumble. Give me a minute.
Yeah, you showed me that.
This is what my seat looked like at the Rumble. A bright light right in front of my eyes. For the entire event. The only time it would go out is if the superstar with the lights going out came out.
Huh.
Now the question is, did I contact WWE and tell them that I had a bright light in my eyes? Yes. Did they refund the money? No. I do give the lady props because if I have any event tickets that I want to go to an event near me, I can call them and they'll get me tickets. Did I realize Raw was going to be in Des Moines this past Monday? No. Would I have made the call? Yes.
When's the next pay-per-view in Missouri there, Paul? I mean pay-per-view.
I don't know. Honestly, don't. This is pro wrestling talk. I'm going to bring it up once again. Tony Khan, when the hell is your ass going to bring all Elite Wrestling to Iowa, you dumb son of a...
I got one.
Oh, wait. When pigs fly. Hold on. Let me tell Insidious to throw a pig in the sky real quick.
Actually, I was gonna say when his team wins the Super Bowl.
Yeah, never. So never.
I would say beat Dallas, but they're already
It just happened.
yeah. Sheer luck. Only because our coach is an idiot.
Yeah, I do agree with you. He should have nailed the ball. Stop the clock. Or not need the ball, spike the ball.
Yeah.
Spiking stops it. Kneeling keeps it going.
Should have nailed it. Should have ran some run plays, get a couple first downs, and knee it. You have an explosive running back, an explosive running back to get short yardage. Why they didn't just run it, why he decided to throw it, I'll never know. Same reason why we never know why Vince actually hired Hornswoggle to begin with. We'll never know.
I have nothing else. Is there anything else you?
No.
Um,
You getting on Call of Duty?
yes.
Me too. It's already up and running.
Call of Duty 2.
Damn.
Get on it so we can play DMZ.
All right. You say so. I want to get on there anyways because I want to download that new Santa pack.
The only thing I will say is Saturday, March 4th. Pro Wrestling Revolver invades Clive, Iowa's Horizon Event Center. If you listen to this or see this, I will see you there. That is my birthday weekend, and I am going.
Oh.
And all you pro wrestling fans, I am going to tell Sammy about this podcast to try to get his ass on here so we can get some pick his brain.
Sami Zayn?
Sammy Callahan.
Ah.
All I gotta say is that if I had Sammy Callahan and Sami Zayn next to me, I'd look at Callahan and go thumbs up, thumbs down, just so we can take out Zayn.
I was actually going to say something else. This is Pro Wrestling Talk. What's January 7th?
No one's asking you, Smokey. Shut up.
You made the date for me to talk about it.
Fuck. Yes. He's been wanting to do this since we started doing these podcasts. Pro Wrestling Talk invades conspiracy theories. He wants to do it the first, and I told him no. We could do it the following Saturday, since I have Saturdays and Sundays off. So, Saturday the 7th at 11 o'clock at night, because he'll probably have to freaking work.
Maybe.
We are going to hear from Insidious on his thoughts of there being a conspiracy theory in the Chris Benoit murder-suicide.
I have a lot, actually.
And he's told me a few of his thoughts, and I'm like sitting here like, why the hell did I think about all this crap?
Well, the question is, why didn't a detective think about that? Why after 2 days did they instantly just close it? Say this is what it is. But yet we have 4 murders of Idaho that in a month now we still know nothing.
Yeah.
Not a thing.
That still has me dumbfounded.
But yet we have an investigation of a wrestler that was closed in less than 48 hours. And nothing makes sense. Yeah, they made it sound good in papers, but when you actually start looking through the photos, nothing made sense. Nothing. But all right, tune in on January 7th, and you will hear all of my thoughts on it. And of course, we will have the ghost probably right there picking me apart all the way through.
Yep, and I'll be here wearing a referee shirt to count to 3. Just keep in mind, everybody, that if you are in the Midwest, specifically Iowa, and you have to travel this weekend, please take it nice and easy. It's cold, it snowed, it's going to turn to ice. Be careful. We don't need you getting into wrecks on your way to go celebrate your Christmas holiday.
Or
If,
Hanukkah.
or Hanukkah. If you are near Highway 34, which runs through Iowa, then you're going to be near us, and we will vouch. It is batshit freaking crazy out there because of how cold it is.
It's a 50-50 gamble.
Yes. His
Certain
work
areas are nice.
his work closed for the day. My work is closing at 9 o'clock tonight.
Mine closed yesterday before it was even today.
Yeah. So yeah, that tells you how bad this winter is going to be. So please do yourself a favor. If you don't have to go anywhere, stay inside, be warm.
Well, according to my phone right now, it's -5. I don't know if anyone knows anything about hogs, but I don't care how warm you might have that trailer. Hogs with no hair, they won't make it. You'll have popsicles. You'll have
Popsicle pigs.
Yeah.
I've worked at his job before. They've lost millions of dollars for bringing in hogs during the freezing cold weather. It's not a good thing.
They don't do that no more.
Yeah. So, with that said, if you want to appear on any of the podcasts here on Highway 34, email us at highway34connection@gmail.com. Both Insidious and I have access to that email. It pops up right on my phone. If you're watching or listening to this on Spotify when we put it up there, if you are a fan of Twitch partner Melissa, aka My First Kill, or you follow Barbell Bandit on Twitch, they're both going to be joining me on the Honest 50 in January. Sends me questions for them, but do me a favor in this subject, put M1K or put Barbell, so I know who you want to ask that question. You can also send me questions at Highway 34 Connection for Ghost or Insidious, as at some point they will be on the receiving end of those 50 questions. I am going. Ghost doesn't know this, so if he ain't paying attention, he won't know this. But his Honest 50 will probably be in February, close to his birthday. And the music that you heard earlier from Insidious, please remember we don't own any rights to any videos, music, pictures, or anything that is shared on this podcast. The only ones we own rights to are our stream logos, such as the one you see behind us, the Highway 34 Connection logo.
And
the Chief Streaming, Insidious Streaming, and Ghost MAF Streaming logo, which I created all of those. And as you can hear Smokey saying, "Shut up, Dad," in the background over here. And just a reminder for future episodes, if you come in and you're being a complete dick to the podcasters while we are live, you will be called out. If it becomes racist, you will be banned from commenting in future streams.
racist or saying things that look like we do drugs or you make me want to do drugs will not be tolerated. We will ban you immediately and block you.
And the main reason he is bringing up saying we look like we're on drugs is I have an older half brother that's been in and out of prison for methamphetamine, and I would never touch this stuff, neither would Ghost or Insidious. We've seen too many people get hurt or die from it.
Yep.
And that is also one reason why I moved out of the town that Insidious lives in.
I've learned to just avoid it.
Yeah. And I've been asked, I'm going to answer the all-time question where we came up with the Highway 34 connection name. Phrase that, where I came up with the Highway 34 connection. If you're familiar from Iowa, the town Insidious is in, and the town that I'm in, there is a highway called Highway 34 that connects the two cities, hence Highway 34 connection. And obviously, the red, white, and blue on the logo is to represent the United States. I had to add the black in on the logo, otherwise it would look completely jinky.
No.
So, I'm going to ask for your thoughts on this live here. Give me 1 second, because I honestly want to know. Let this upload here. So, up here in the corner above my face in gold, you see 4 logos currently. That logo is going to become the new Chief Streaming logo. It is a C and an S, obviously. I sent it to you and Ghost on Facebook. I also explained the color scheme. Purple is Twitch, red is YouTube, blue is Facebook, and the green is Spotify. What do you think?
Looks cool. But
I will admit I was originally not going to go with that color scheme until I started thinking about it. Nope. Hit the wrong button. But I am going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and end this. I'm going to use the bathroom and finish my food, and then I will be live on Twitch over at Chief_streaming on Twitch with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 DMZ.
same thing here.
I'm actually going to get mine ready. Are you on right now?
Nope, because I gotta flip my TV over, but my PS5 is on and ready.
Okay. I will invite you as soon as I get out of the bathroom. You all have a safe and attempt to be warm Christmas. The stream that I'm about to go live on over on Twitch today will be dedicated to one of my viewers who passed away in August that I just recently found out about. So with that, this podcast is also going to be dedicated to the dirty old man that would used to pop into our podcast. May he rest in peace. You all have a safe and wonderful holiday.